Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dude with a Fork. My name is Ken. On today's episode of Ken Try Stuff, we're talking about something that I find absolutely essential in the kitchen and I use every single day, and that is digital timers. You can use mechanical ones, and those are great, but they usually ding once, and I'm usually pretty busy. So I like the digital ones. They just keep dinging until I do something about them. So I have three different kinds that I'm going to look at today. So let's get started. All right, this is my handy little Presto timer, and I think I've mentioned this before in some other videos. I got this probably 20 years ago, 25 years ago. I was working in a factory making automotive parts because that's a thing where I live. And we had our annual Christmas party. They gave us a nice little luncheon, and then it was kind of a here's a number, um, pick a tag out of a bag that has a number on it, then go get the present with that number on it. And I got this. And a lot of the people that I worked with were like, oh, that's so sad. You got this kitchen timer. Um, I was like, hey, no, this is perfect. I will use this. And it has held up over the years. I'm really impressed with it. They probably don't make it anymore. Um, but it has this little digital timer. It also has a clock. So that I actually have not set that. It's daylight savings time, so that should be 10:10. But you can count up as well. So you just start, and it just starts counting up by seconds. I don't use that function very often. When I want to stop, I just press stop and then clear. There's a timer, so I can set, say, 5 seconds, and then press start, and it will count down, and then it will do this. And it will keep doing that until I stop it. It does have a memory function, so I set this for 10 minutes. So I press the memory button, and that lets me bypass having to use hour, minutes, seconds. And then you just press start, and it starts counting down, and then it'll beep again. I love this thing. I use it, like I said, I use it all the time. It uses one little, I think a double A. Does it say no, triple A? It says right there, triple A. It has a nice little clip here. If you look at this, watch this. See that little thing that flips out? See, and then it stands up. Ooh, handy. And I do use this in videos. It has a rather strong magnet on the back, so it sticks to the fridge. And the way my cooking setup is, my refrigerator is very close to my stove. So I usually have this sitting on the side of the refrigerator, and then I'm cooking over here. And it works out really great. It's a little dirty. I should probably get this a little, I should probably clean the kids up before I put them in front of the camera. But yeah, anyway, that means it's being used. So I love this thing. I use it all the time. When it finally gives up the ghost, I will be very, very sad. But this is my daily driver as far as timers are concerned. I absolutely love it. No regrets that I got this at a Christmas thing. That was the one good thing that came out of that job. Right. This is the other timer that I've had for a while. It is a 4-channel timer made by Taylor, and I bought this as part of a set from Costco some years ago, and it came with a digital thermometer, which I do actually use on a regular basis. It does Fahrenheit and real temperatures. You can press hold and it will hold that temperature, so you can stick it in something hot and then pull it out, or stick it in something cold and hold and then pull it out and mark that temperature. It comes with a cover. It's great. It uses a little watch battery. And Taylor is, when I've worked in restaurants, a lot of stuff that we use in restaurants is made by Taylor. So they're a good company. It also came with this digital probe thermometer. Oops. And this goes into a chunk of meat, which goes in the oven. Then this wire comes out through the door, and you have this here. And you can set it for minutes and seconds. It's been a while since I've used this. There we go. It's Celsius now, real degrees. You can set a temperature on it, and then when it gets to that temperature, it will start beeping. And I forget how to set this. I usually use this around the holidays. We didn't really do much holiday cooking this past year, so I'd have to look up how to use this, but I like this a lot. It does have a big magnet on the back, and it does have a little stand, and I usually just set it up on the stand and just have it sit there on the counter like that. But I need to turn that off. There we go. But it came with this. And I gotta admit, I liked this, but I didn't like this. It has 4 channels, which it says here event, which it calls events. So you can preset all of these. So I had this set for 5, 15, 20, 30, typical cooking times. And so I would just click the event button down and pick the time that I want and then just press start. It did have a little clip up here because this is a whiteboard. It is a ridiculous tiny whiteboard. This little clip held a little white erase marker with a eraser on the cap. This is so small as to be practically useless. I found no need for this. Did I forget that I have a chicken in the oven? So I wrote chicken. I don't know. If you're supposed to write down something, you can run all of these 4 channels at the same time. So if I'm saying, okay, event 1 is this, event 2 is that, there's not enough room because it was a big fat marker like this. So if I write 1 chicken, I mean, it's very hard to write on, and you're not going to be able to do it neatly. So this bit here, I always found completely useless. Other than that, I liked it a lot. And you'll notice I'm talking about this in the past tense. It does have a little clip here, so it will stand on the counter. It does have magnets inside, and so it would also stick to the side of my fridge. These magnets are very weak, though, and you can see I tried to glue in some stronger magnets, and whatever kind of plastic this is, I could not find a glue that would work with it, and eventually this thing would just fall off. Eventually, this thing fell off the refrigerator and broke. So now, notice it's set to time 1. So if I press event, it should go to time 2, and instead it just does that. No matter what I press here, it just goes to this. So I can set a minute. Nope, it just does that. I set an hour. Nope, it just does that. Press start. It just does that. So something got knocked loose when it fell off. I'm not super impressed with this, actually. I liked this, but this is useless. This is a complete waste of space. The magnets were very useless. This was great, but I was not super happy with that. And now it's broken. Notice there are 2 little screws here, one here and here. And there's probably another one somewhere under the battery case. And I did try taking the batteries out. See, there's the internal magnet. There's the internal magnet hanging onto those batteries. And those are not very strong. I guess there's not a screw under here, so it's just these 2. So I may try taking this apart and seeing if there's just something loose under there that I can maybe glue back together, but I don't know that I would ever trust this to have accurate time. So I needed a replacement for this because even though I love this one, it is just a single channel. And sometimes I am timing more than one thing at a time. So I went online and I found something. I'm not sure if I'm going to like it or not, but let's take a look. All right, so this just arrived. I did order this, unfortunately, from Scamazon. I had a gift card from work that I had to use up. So I really couldn't help it. But really, there are very few good companies left to buy things from. So they do include batteries, which is nice. We'll just open this up. And notice this is good for cooking bananas, eggplants, lettuce, radishes, broccoli, Chinese cabbage, tomatoes, and radishes or beets. So yeah, hey, I'm ready to cook all of those things and to use a knife and fork. I actually kind of like the design on this box. I'm making fun and I shouldn't. So this is what it looks like. Right off the bat, it's got color here, which I like. This is another 4-channel one, so it's supposed to be kind of like this. So hour, minute, second. It looks like it has presets of 10 minute, 5 minute, 10 seconds, start, stop, reset. I think these are LEDs that light up. It does have a little stand. And notice, and I kind of like this better. I didn't realize this at first. This stand Here, you need to see things like from this angle. This stand here, you can see things more like this. This is a much more relaxed angle, and I rather like that. I think that's a better design. It does have 3 little tiny magnets here, which I don't know are going to be very strong. But this is such a low angle, it might work better just leaving it on the counter or next to the stove there. So this does have a switch to turn on the sound or turn it off. I don't know why it says off, sound on, sound off. I guess you can turn the whole timer off. We're going to find out because I'm going to put these batteries in here. And this is like super hard plastic here. I've never been able to get this kind of plastic off without injuring myself. So we're going to use a pair of scissors here. And Bursto, this expires 12/26. This is April of 2026. So these batteries may not last long. They do contain 0% mercury and cadmium, though. So, so I expect to have to replace these before too long. But sometimes these batteries last an amazingly long time. It depends on how much you use something. I will use this a lot, so I expect to have to replace those at some point. There we go. Oh, so I was trying to put this in like at an angle and push down. Notice these little tabs here. Actually, just kind of just lie it down here and then just lay it down and then push it. And right away, this little thing here, this little foot, this rubber foot has come off. So I can fix that, but I have alien tape and I could replace those with just alien tape. But yes, so notice it is not on. So I have to turn it on. And now it's on. Oh, so this would save the batteries if you remember to do this. If you remember. I won't remember that. So let's set this. We're on timer 1. This little thing I think takes off, helps you get off the. Yeah, see, there's this. Oh. My whole day is made. I'm super happy now. So I'm going to set this to 10 minutes. Or sorry, 10 seconds. I pressed the 10 seconds. Oh, that's clever. So let's put it on 2 and press 5 minutes. And let's go to 3 and press 10 minutes. And I'm not going to hang around. I just want to see what this is like. So I'm going to press. So I have T1 set for 10 seconds. I have T2 set for 5 minutes. I have T3 set for 10 minutes because those were the presets. And then T4 I'm just going to set for 5 seconds. So now I'm just going to press start. And I'm on T4, so that's the one that goes down. Oh, and there's my LED. That is an annoying sound. I will notice that. So I'm going to reset that. Ah, clever. So let's go to T1, start. And oh, the color of the LED matches this. So this is a blue LED because that's a blue button. This was a red LED because that was a red button. Oh, I rather like that. So I'm going to go down to T2 and just clear it, and then just put a couple of seconds on here because I want you to notice this. See? Now watch this. Let's go to T3, put a couple seconds. This is the orange one. Oh, what did I do? Oh, I already had 10 minutes on there, and then I added 2 seconds. There we go. Huh. Let me try this one. So this one is T1, and it's 1 beep. This one is T2, and it's 2 beeps. This one is T3, and it's three beeps. This one is T4, and it's 4 beeps. So you know what you know which one is beeping if you have multiple things. The one thing I'm noticing though is this. Let's see. Let's reset that. If I set this, let me go to T1 again. So if I set this to 2 seconds, it counts down. And then when I stop it, it automatically goes back to 2 seconds. So whatever time you set, just stopping it does not reset it. So that's how it's not really programmable. It just has whatever time you left on there last time. So I could set this for 5, 15, 20, and 30 again and be happy with that. But I notice I already have 5 and 10. So I might just set 15 and 30 down here, and then I've got 5 and 10 I can run whenever I want. So I think I'm going to like this one. Now, what happens if we turn the sound off? I'm going to set T1 for 2 seconds and then start it. Sound is off, and all it does is flash. So I guess if you're trying to not wake people up, that could be handy. Let the baby sleep. But yeah, I think I'm going to like this one. I like the fact that I can just turn it off and save the battery. So, but I have plenty of batteries. So yeah, that's it. I'll probably come back to this in a year after I've used it or 6 months or whatever. I have a lot of things that I like to try out long term. So yeah, these two, I'm still very happy with this one. This one I think I'm going to be very happy with. I also like the fact that it's a bit more colorful. And we live in a world where everything is turning gray and dark. This used to be what McDonald's looked like. You went there and it was full of color and it was bright. Then it was happy. And now you go to McDonald's and it's this. It's black, it's gray. It rather has a very prison-like feeling to it. It's not a place that you go to have fun anymore. So I kind of like this. We need to bring back color into our lives. And I think we need to bring back brightness and color into our lives. So I think I'm going to like this one. So we'll see. We'll see. I'll let you know in a few months. So I have just a couple of things I want to say about this. The first one is I went and I tried this on the refrigerator, and these magnets actually seem to be very, very strong. I'm less worried about this falling off than this one. This one's not even close in strength. This one is much closer to this. And actually, from a weight standpoint, this one feels heavier. So this one feels a lot lighter. And because it's bigger, it's less dense. But also, it did come with instructions, which I will save. I'll probably just make a scan of this and keep it on the computer. But the thing of it is that it was pretty easy to figure out even without these. So yeah, so I did this. Oh, and here's the same thing in German. So, but yeah, it did come with instructions. I didn't even have to pay attention to them because I was able to figure it out on my own. Although it does point out that there is a sound and a mute and a low battery indicator on this. So if I turn this back on, there you can see the sound is on, and then if I push the button, now it moves over to the other icon to show that the sound is off. So you don't even have to turn it around to see if the sound is off or not. Because I can see myself turning this off and then accidentally turning it on and pushing that switch all the way. Although that's a pretty firm stop in the middle. So I need to get cooking because I think I'm going to like this. So so far, no regrets. We will find out, though.
And that's it, folks. As always, thank you so much for watching. Links to free printable copies of any recipes here are down below in the show notes. Please like, comment, or if you'd like to see more of this kind of material, subscribe. As always, please stay safe, eat great food, and power to the proletariat. We'll see you next time.